Keep going. Dude, you hear that? Do you hear that? Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Thank you very much. I know it was all for Tristan, right? Yeah, what's up, Tristan? I got my partner here, Tristan, with me again tonight. Welcome, everybody, to Live from the Glass House. And, man, we had so much fun doing this last time, and we really learned a lot. Really, I think I said last time that we did this, it was kind of a trial run, and but everything went so great, and knock on wood, I hope that it goes great tonight as well. But we got a lot of great people, crew, and people that have donated a lot of their time to make this happen once again. So this is not something that any of us are getting paid for. And we don't have a sponsor yet. So if there's anybody out there that wants to be a sponsor of Live from the Glass House studio, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, anyways, we're excited to do this again, and we were talking, actually, Danny Myrick that plays with Shannon and Sean Kelly, but I was talking to Danny yesterday, and we had planned on doing a writer's night here, and he's like, man, why don't we just go live and do it after Shannon's set? And I couldn't think of a reason not to do that, so I'm super excited that this is now going to be a double feature tonight. So we will have Shannon Brown performing all new songs, different from what you heard last time. And then Danny Myrick is going to be up here, Matt Warren. So let me just go through. Matt Warren, who wrote Every Storm Runs Out of Rain and Learning How to Bend for Gary Allan, and Justin Wilson, Drunk Me for Mitchell Tenpenny, We Went, Randy Hauser, great guy, and Kiss You in the Morning with my buddy Michael Ray. So, this is cool. I mean, this is why we decided that we really wanted to do this, was because we felt like if we could just get it started, that more people would start showing up and more people would want to be part of it. I think we are uniquely positioned as a glass room here to have a very small audience. And I will point out that our audience tonight, everybody's wearing masks. Everybody had their temperature checked as they checked in. But, we understand what we're all up against. So we want to continue to use best practices, and we're going to continue to do that. So I appreciate everybody that's here tonight. Although we are small, we are mighty, and everybody has their masks on, and I appreciate them doing that for us. So we want to keep everybody safe. So Tristan, awfully quiet. I mean, I spend a lot of time with you, and you are not this quiet. So what's up? Tell me a story. What's new?
I don't know.
Tristan says, I go, Tristan, come on, let's go. We got to get up there. And he says, what are we going to talk about? I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
All right. Well, you got a new skateboard ramp. You can talk about that a little bit. Dad built a skateboard ramp for you. So you guys been doing that this summer. What else you been doing this summer?
Mountain biking.
Mountain biking. We're big. Anybody follows us, you know that the Silvas are big into bikes, BMX, and mountain biking. Our track's been closed for a little bit with all the COVID stuff going on, but now it just opened up. But we were keeping our pedals turning with some mountain biking, so that's been fun. What do you think? And then music. Tristan has also been practicing a little music. Tanner certainly has. Oh, he's shaking his head. No. Tristan's a little bit more like me, where I catch him just like with the electric guitar and the amp, and he's just trying to make it scream. He's just up there, and he's just like, I just want this thing to scream, So it's coming. But anyway, let's see. What time is it? So I don't know. You guys ready? You guys ready for some performances? Shannon Brown, Danny Myrick,
Yeah.
and Sean Kelly. We don't have sponsors, but that doesn't mean that it hasn't taken a lot of people to get us here. So first of all, Tacklebox Films, my entire staff, Forward, my entire staff, Stereophonics, that's Sean Kelly and Nathan and Mark and those guys and everything that they're doing to be part of this. They're my partners in this, and I appreciate them donating their time and energy and their skills and talent. This all sounds so great because of them. It looks so great because of everybody that's out here working. I'm actually going to operate a camera tonight, so Nathan's going to be doing the cut in the back, and I'm going to be operating a camera because, again, it's volunteers. Everybody's volunteering their time, and we ended up one cameraman short tonight, so I am going to do that. So if you see a camera that falls over on the ground or something, maybe that one was mine. I don't know. But anyways, I think it's time for some great music, and, again, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Let's share this, right? Let's build it. Let's keep building this. Let's keep sharing music and good times and loving one another. And ladies and gentlemen, Shannon Brown. Hold on, safety first. Oh, yeah, we're probably good. I guess we're probably good. I don't know. Got it? Danny, I don't know. I don't know where this one's been. That scares me just a little bit.
How's everybody doing? Awesome. Welcome. Oh, my gosh. So this is our second performance here in the Glass House. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for tuning in. We have a completely new set to play for you guys tonight, and we're excited to do that. We had such a great response from the first show and so many fun requests, and we had I had to tally up those, so we've got some surprises in the set list tonight for those that Facebook messaged me and or commented below on my post, so thank you for participating. All right, I think we're ready to start. You guys ready? All right, let's do this. Welcome to the good old days, everybody.
There's Stetson in the back of the room, and he's moving to a hip-hop groove, and he's doing it like a country boy doing it like a country boy do. And there's Jenny giving it all she got. She's dancing with a bombshell blonde. They're shaking it up on the tabletop, up on the tabletop. You don't have to worry what your mama said. Just check that baggage at the front door. And welcome to the good old days. Get here early, stay up late. If you get funky, it's okay. There's something going on in here. It's not your average atmosphere. Everybody's so glad you came. Welcome to the good old days. Yeah, yeah. They got a DJ called Dreadlock Jones, and he's mixing Haggard and Stones. Keeps it bumping all night long. Well, you can two-step, or you can bust a move, be a redneck, or you can play it smooth. It's all about finding your own groove. Forget about your worries and your yesterdays. Just let it go and live for tonight. And welcome to the good old days. Get here early, stay up late. If you get funky, it's okay. There's something going on in here. It's not your average atmosphere. Everybody's so glad you came. Welcome to If you get funky, it's okay. There's something going on in here. It's not your average atmosphere. Everybody's so glad you came. Oh, welcome to the good old days. Get here early, stay up late. If you get funky, it's okay. There's something going on in here. It's not your average atmosphere. Everybody's so glad you came. Oh, welcome to the good old days. Get here early, stay up late. If you get funky, it's okay. Something going on in here, not your average atmosphere. Everybody's so glad you came. Welcome to the good old days.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. We thought that would be a fun one to start off with. Off of my Corn-Fed record, we've got some more songs that we'll be doing tonight for that. And we've got some covers that we've got featured.
No more disco country, though.
No more disco country, that's it. But it's kind of one of my favorites. Anyone in here that actually has my record that knows that song? Oh, thank God.
I mean, I haven't listened to it, but I have.
Yeah, nice. Okay, well, I'll take that. Whatever, you paid for it, right?
I did.
Oh, good. So in picking the songs, trying to figure out, when I made the record for Corn-Fed, there really wasn't a song that I didn't love, and I really tried to make an eclectic selection of the music that really interpreted who I was. As a young girl from Iowa, coming to Nashville and pursuing her dreams, I came here to write songs and learn about country music, and I was on the road for many years performing prior to moving here, and I've just had such a blessed experience and meeting so many wonderful people. And this next song I want to do, I wrote with a really good friend of mine who I think is watching tonight. Her name's Tammy Heiler. And Billy Crane, and I wrote this song. It was about, the inspiration behind it was about my grandmother initially, and the thought of losing someone that you love so dearly and someone you've lived with what seems like forever, and how you move past that, how you deal with that. And I felt like this would be a really good song for us to do tonight because I've had way too many friends recently lose people they love, sons, fathers, and are having to cope with that very thing right now, and how to move forward. And the only advice that I can give, and the thought and the sentiment that I had even as a 20-year-old or 20-something-year-old, was the importance of remembering the good things and not hanging on the bad and not the sadness, but moving forward with the memories that lift you up and move you forward, because that's what your loved one would want for you. So I'd like to send this out to my very special friend who just lost her dad, Brooke Crane and her family, and my great friend Michelle, who lost her son recently. Hopefully I can get through this now. Here it goes. It's called Something Good. This is for you, Grandma.
There are moments when I am unable to breathe. The pain is strangling me. I shake my fists at the sky and fall down on my knees, screaming, how can this be? And I think that I'd rather die than go on feeling so bad, so sad, so mad, that I remember how I felt Piece by piece is how I gather my broken heart. The jagged edges are sharp. I can't look in your eyes, I can't feel your sweet touch, and it's tearing me up. Every minute that I'm here is one more without you. I need you. Why you? Then I remember how you'll always live inside me. And I remember it's your love that carries me. Just when I think I can't face one more day and go on the way I should, I remember something just when I think I can't face one more day and go on the way I should, I remember something good. I remember something good. Like those dark brown eyes and your soft, sweet smile, your gentle touch. Oh, I miss you so much. I remember something good. Oh, I remember something good. I remember something good.
Thank you. I think back in the day I used to write for Martina McBride. She always had she was a belter, and so I tried to write things that would fit. And, whew. Anyways, thank you for indulging me on that precious song, and my heart goes out to anyone that's lost anyone recently through COVID, and you know, this whole thing that we've had in quarantine. So it's just, that's what makes this so special, because like having to have an audience and play for you, listening, we all kind of feel trapped at times. And so anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. We're gonna do one more kind of slow song before we get into some of our more tempo stuff. This one is another, one of those songs that I wrote for myself, coming into this town and being in the business for so long. And you know, music was my whole life. Music was everything that I'd ever wanted for myself and for my future, and I never considered anything else. But the business can be really, really tough, you know, and sometimes you don't get what you think you have coming to you, and even though you might be worthy, just, you know, timing doesn't match up, or, you know, whatever the circumstances might be. And I was sitting in a room with Philip White, incredible songwriter, and this kind of just came out, and I wanted to tell a story about my life and my perspective, and how after so many years of just thinking this was the only thing that I could do and be valuable for, how my feelings had changed. So this is called Small Town Girl.
with a breathtaking view of the big city, bright lights, a head full of stars and a heart full of dreams, brought me down this road that's never what it seems. Here I'm just another face, just another voice, just a wannabe that's gonna be if I have a choice. The woman I am ain't the one that I was. They say I've come to my roots long enough, but I can't run from the past that's given me wings. And if I had to choose between this and what's left of me, then I'd choose me. Guess I've come a long way for a small town girl. Oh yeah. There was a time I'd have done anything, trading my soul just to play the game. Put my pride on the table, put my name on the line. It's a job that I love, but it's not my life. No, I can't run from the past that's given me wings. And if I had to choose between this and what's left of me, then I'd choose me. 'Cause I've come a long way for a small town girl. Yeah, Danny. No, I won't run from the past that's given me wings. And if I had to choose between this and what's left of me, then I'd choose me. Yeah, I've come a long way for a small town girl. Oh yeah. And I'm proud to be a small town girl. Thank you. Fun fact, contemplated naming my record Small Town Girl, but then we went with Corn Fed. This is kind of one and the same, right? No, I'm so proud of where I came from and where I was raised, and just love that I have so many family members here tonight in this room that know every breath I've taken and every step I've made, and you know, here we are. So thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me the chance to share my gift with you and for taking the time to watch again tonight. I want to remind everybody that we do have a tip jar for our crew, for everybody putting on these events. We don't have a sponsor, so we're kind of just doing this to, I don't know, for the love of music and for the love of the gifts and the talents that God gives us.
Wait, I'm not getting paid? Happy to be here.
I'm sorry.
This is awkward.
That was right under the no green M&Ms.
I never read those contracts.
Do we have any questions? Does anybody have any questions out there that you guys want to ask?
Somebody's got a question.
Step right up.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm wondering, how old were you when you moved to Nashville, and did you know anyone when you moved here?
So I was 21. My dad was very adamant about me waiting. I wanted to come when I was like, I don't know, probably 19, 20, like I was ready to be here. But for a lot of years, I traveled back and forth with them and just kind of explored the city, and finally found a condo and made this my home. On my 21st birthday, I moved in just before my 21st birthday. And it allowed me to come into town. I would write for like 2 weeks, and then I would go out on the road, and my mom and dad, we would play all these shows back in the Midwest, and you know, it had afforded me my life to kind of grow and learn, and I would do a lot of demos, and I would, you know, back then everybody was, you know, doing demos, and so that was kind of my in, and I did, the only people I knew really were, I had a guy, Tom Pick, who was a dear friend of ours, and from Iowa, from my hometown actually, moved here, had a studio. And so my dad reached out to him, and we did our first little, like, you know, EP that kind of gave us a chance to be in the studio. And I had done a show with Marty Stewart, and he helped me find some songs. You know, it's such a cool, you know, cultivating story, and how life is so different now as an artist. But you know, just memories I treasure. So yeah, I was here at 21, and I have loved every minute of it. And now I'm about to be 47.
So old.
I know.
That was smart to move when you were drinking age, though.
Yeah, actually, that was how I met a lot of people, because I could go to the bars finally, and you'd sit in. You remember those days, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'd go
Wasn't
down
that
the Hall
long
of
ago
Fame.
For me, so yeah.
Shut up. It was long ago for everyone. I just
It
wanted
was long
to.
ago for you. Yes, it was.
No, yeah, I mean, that's where I met a ton of my friends, just sitting in and playing, and everybody just, you know, was in the same boat. Nobody knew each other, and that was how we made relationships. And so those were the good old days.
Sure.
All right, so our next tune. Oh,
We have a rock star coming.
we have a rock star to bring out today. How many got to see Tanner our first show? Yeah. That was his debut. Playing ever in front of a live audience, and so we thought, we were so proud of him. And you know, through quarantine, he's been writing songs and practicing his guitar, and so he has another song, and we thought it would be really fun to get him out here to play with us again tonight. So without further ado, Tanner Silva. Once is never enough. All right, buddy, you ready?
Yeah.
You say hi to everybody?
Hi, I'm Tanner, if you didn't know that already. I think my mom made it pretty clear that that is who I am. I've come to you to sing
This
a
is
song.
T-Man.
Yeah.
What's this song called?
It's called My Girl.
Awesome.
And yeah.
And it goes like this.
See you hanging with your girlfriends. Oh, how cute you look when you're standing over there. Love the way you do your hair, girl. So don't change one more thing. I want you to be my girl. The way you dance in the moonlight, I just couldn't comprehend. So I want you to be my girl. So do you ever look when I'm hanging with my friends? Or do you just look right through me? Wonder if you'll ever know my feelings. I want you to be my girl. The way you dance in the moonlight, I just couldn't comprehend. So I want you to be my girl. I want you to be my girl. I will wait for you. I will wait. 'Cause I want you to be my girl. The way you dance in the moonlight, I just couldn't comprehend. So I want you to be my girl. I want you to be my girl. The way you dance in the moonlight, I just couldn't comprehend. So I want you to be my girl. I want you to be my girl.
All right. My girl. Thank you, T. All right, do we have any other questions? Anyone else?
We got one.
All right. Well, hello.
Hi. So I had to phone a friend because
You had to
that was
phone
my
a friend.
question. So my question is first to Shannon. What was your first car?
My first car. Oh, are you a car girl?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. My very first car was a Ford Escort.
All right.
It was maroon, and I didn't have it very long, but I paid for it.
There you go.
I
And
worked for
Tanner,
it.
what's your first car going to be?
It's gonna be a nice GT Mustang. Or I'm also
Nice
looking
GT
for one of those Jeeps too. One of those Jeeps with the
Okay,
trunks
again,
in the
we're
back.
taking tips tonight in a tip
have
jar.
enough room to fit all the girls in the back of the trunk. No roof, no doors.
Wait, I thought we were on the same page. You were gonna have a Jeep, and then we could like flip.
No, that's my Jeep.
I see how it is.
Yep.
All right, you gonna let Danny sit down? Oh, okay, sweet. All right. Nice. We're gonna do.
Wow.
We've got.
Hopefully I
Okay,
don't mess
another
this one up.
surprise. Yeah. Okay. So, how many people know about Mr. Sean Kelly?
That's okay.
That.
I don't know
Yeah,
much
yeah.
about
And his
myself.
history here. No, stop. No, seriously. Mr. Sean here. I say Mr. Sean because, now
I'm a professional.
he's a professional. Yeah, and he's a really good guy. But anyways, played in my band for a few years. Prior to that, he was in Sixpence None the Richer. So, how many people are familiar with Sixpence? How many people watch Dawson's Creek? Huh? Yeah. We are so aging ourselves right now.
I know, right?
But that's what all the cool kids did back then. Instead of what's the shows you watch now, Tanner?
I mean,
What's the
right,
out?
right,
What is
there
the?
was-
What's the one
so
with the?
there's Outer Banks.
Oh yeah, Outer
there
Banks.
is,
Yeah, it's like Outer Banks,
There's
only different.
Riverdale. I mean, there's
Yeah.
13 Reasons Why. That's a good one. I'm in the middle of that one right now.
Heavy.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
I could keep going, but
Yeah.
there's a lot.
Right? Thanks to Netflix.
Thanks to Netflix. Netflix has been a real lifesaver this quarantine.
Yeah,
I
right?
mean, I don't know what I would do.
Play guitar.
Well, besides from play guitar.
Anyway, so we thought it would be fun to feature this era and time in Sean's life and do. I've never done this song before. This is our first time, but we're gonna play it. It's called "Kiss Me."
All right.
Right after "My Girl," so "My Girl, Kiss Me."
A romantic night.
My
It's a
girl
very
Kiss Me.
romantic night.
Here we go.
Kiss me out on the bearded barley nightly, beside the green, green grass. Swing, swing, swing those spinning steps. You wear those shoes and I will wear that dress. Oh, kiss me beneath the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open hand, strike up the band and make the fireflies dance till the moon's sparkling. So kiss me. Kiss me out by the broken tree house. Swing me up on the tire swing. Bring your flowered hat. We'll take the trail marked on your father's map. Oh, kiss me beneath the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open hands, strike up the band and watch the fireflies dance till the moon's sparkling. So kiss me. Kiss me beneath the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open hand, strike up the band and make the fireflies dance till the moon's sparkling. So kiss me. So kiss me. So kiss me.
Yeah, you sound good on that, man.
Hey, thank you. Hey, cool story. I have a question for you. I'm going to ask the question now.
I get to answer
So, there's some cool Taylor Swift story about that. What?
Oh, somebody had posted on Facebook like 3 or 4 years ago some Taylor Swift video where she was answering a bunch of questions, and they asked her what was the first song she learned on the guitar, and it was "Kiss Me." So, you're welcome, Taylor Swift, for guitar lessons.
See, you're teaching all sorts
I'm
of
teaching the world how to play guitar.
future
Yeah.
superstars.
Well, this one may make as much money as Taylor Swift. the
Oh,
way-
that'd be
with the-
really
he's
good.
on
I
track.
want
with
that
his
Jeep.
songs. Yeah. He's pay for his own car.
I'd be okay with a couple of Jeeps and a couple of other maybe a couple muscle cars
I'd be
in
okay
there.
with that too.
Some hot rods.
All right, so we'll bring you back out in a minute.
All right.
We're gonna do.
I have a Jeep, by the
Miss
way.
you already,
Tanner.
Tanner.
It's a super miss you already.
I have a cool Jeep.
You do have a cool Jeep. There's a few people in this establishment with a pretty rock and roll Jeep. We got Katie over there with her, and Kathy, like amazing Jeeps. In fact, I have Jeep envy because of them.
It's like a little daily vacation.
It is. I I believe that. It's just not the same. I have.
Once I got my first one, I was like, I'll never be without one again. I'll always have one.
You guys
We
should
used to
check
have
out my
one.
killer Honda Element. It's a 2004. And it's parked out front there. It's
I saw it. It's really
There's
nice.
nothing like rolling your windows down, putting the moonroof back, and just like a dog hanging out.
In the element. So amazing.
Well, this leads us into this song
oh yeah.
of like fast cars and rock and roll. I used to play this live. I am a huge Sheryl Crow fan. She was so inspiring and still is inspiring to me. I've had the pleasure of getting to meet her and know her, and I'm not gonna lie, I still kind of pinch myself that I actually, because I seriously like just, she was so instrumental in just my music and how I wanted to be and who I wanted to, role model after. And if I could have done anybody, I wanted to be Sheryl Crow. So anyway, I kind of think I am, but not. I do have 2 boys. All right, so we're going to play a song called Steve McQueen. Let's go.
Well, I went to bed in Memphis and I woke up in Hollywood. I got a quarter in my pocket and I call you if I could, but I don't know why. I gotta fly. I wanna rock and roll this party. I still wanna have some fun. I wanna leave you feeling breathless, show you how the West was won, but I gotta fly. Gotta fly like Steve McQueen. All I need's a fast machine. I'm gonna make it alright. Ooh, Steve McQueen. Underneath your radar screen, you'll never catch me tonight. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I ain't taking shit off no one, baby, that was yesterday. I'm an all-American rebel, making my big getaway. Yeah, you know it's time. I gotta fly like Steve McQueen. All I need's a fast machine. I'm gonna make it alright. Ooh, Steve McQueen. Underneath your radar screen, you'll never catch me tonight. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Steve McQueen. We got rock stars in the White House, and all our pop stars look like porn. All my heroes hit the highway, 'cause they don't hang out here no more. You can try me on my cell phone, you can page me all night long, but you won't catch this free bird, I'll already be long gone. Ooh, like Steve McQueen, all we need's a fast machine. I'm gonna make it alright. Ooh, like Steve McQueen, underneath your radar screen, you'll never catch us tonight. Ooh, like Steve McQueen, all we need's a fast machine. We're gonna ride it all night. Like Steve McQueen, underneath your radar screen, you'll never catch me tonight. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo.
Hey. Ah. Come on.
Come on.
All right. enjoyed yourselves. Our last song is the most requested song for our little contest that we had. And I'm going to bring Tanner back out to play with us. You care if we bring him out to play his guitar with us one more time? This is a family show.
Sure.
Yes. Remember, there is a tip jar for anybody that feels they've watched the show and love what they've seen and, want to contribute to our amazing men and Stereophonics and Tacklebox Films, our crew. These guys, Danny and Sean, they're like my backbone. I couldn't love them anymore. So thank you guys again for allowing us to be here with you tonight, for doing this, and for all y'all's hard work in making this happen, because we certainly couldn't do it without you. So please give a round of applause one more time for our crew here tonight. All right, this one's Can I Get an Amen? It's Sunday after all. I'm going to take you to church.
Strung out, could I be clean and sober? Did I finally lay it down? The drug of his love is out of my blood. It's a revelation, like being born again. Have you ever had that feeling where you wash away your sin? Your soul is set free. Does anybody know what I mean? Can I get an amen? Can I get a witness? Tell me, are you with me? Holler if you hear this. Can I get an amen? Amen. This freedom that I'm tasting is such a better buzz after all the time wasted. Things are looking up, there's a lot that I see. Does anybody know what I mean? Can I get an amen? Can I get a witness? Tell me, are you with me? Holler if you hear this. Can I get an amen? Can I get an I feel it. Ooh, no more tears. Ooh, no more heartache. Ooh, no more, no more, no more pain. Can I get an amen? Can I get a witness? Tell me, are you with me? Holler if you hear this. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Come on, throw your hands up, shout a hallelujah. Everybody sing, let the Spirit move you. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Come on. Can I get an amen? Can I get a witness? Tell me, are you with me? Holler if you hear this. Come on, throw your hands up, shout a hallelujah. Everybody sing. Everybody sing. Amen.
like you're finally free. Oh my gosh. I'm over it.
Now we're going to take an offering. Don't run
Hallelujah.
off.
Now we're going to take an offering. We're going to pass the hat. No, seriously. Thank you guys so much.
We do
That
have more
concludes
music
our
coming
show.
up, though.
Yes,
Don't
we
run
do.
away.
We do have another show coming, so don't go away. We're going to take a pause. Thank you so much again for watching. We love you. Thank you to our family and friends that came to be here and social distance and be careful and safe with your masks. I know it's not the most comfortable, but you are loved so much. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Tanner, another great job tonight. Good job, buddy. Danny, Sean, my boys, my brothers.
Thank you.
Good night. Thank you.
Shannon Brown. How about for her? Yeah.
We are still live, everybody. We're still live.
Again, I was saying thank you guys for hanging out with us. For those of you who don't know what this particular portion of the show is, so we did this last time playing with Shannon, and I was out on the road with her years ago, and we had so much fun doing that. And when we came off the road, I kind of refocused on writing songs for other people, and have been lucky to have a few hits on the radio. And over the course of the time doing that, met some songwriters that became buddies of mine, and these are two of my best friends. And you're going to hear some songs that you've heard before on the radio. We Went, Randy Houser, Drunk Me, Mitchell Tenpenny, some great songs by this guy on the end, Justin Wilson, guy in the shades. Go give Justin a big hand.
What's up?
We got any Gary Allen fans in here? Anybody who likes Gary Allen?
I love Gary Allen.
This guy wrote Learning How to Bend, Every Storm Runs Out of Rain. He's been called the White Otis Redding by somebody who was clearly white. But, right?
100%. That's accurate.
Yep.
But Matt Warren, y'all make Matt Warren welcome tonight.
Glad to be here. Thanks.
And he's a local. He's from Gallatin, Tennessee. Here, the big Green Wave. Right?
Green Wave.
And so, so thank you, Sean, for the opportunity to do this. We've been trying to figure out these last few months have been weird for everybody in our business because we're trying to figure out how to play shows and how to get our music out. And we've all been doing the little Instagram live thing or the Facebook Live. But man, when you have an opportunity to do something with high quality and great sound, Sean Kelly and his guys, and for Sean Silva, thank you guys for having us here to do this. So I'm gonna let Justin down here kick it off, and y'all just have some fun with us. We're gonna play a couple songs each.
I do want to say one thing though. Thank you. You called me a best friend. I did not realize that we were that close, but I appreciate that.
Well, we're not, but it sounds good on TV.
We can kiss later. I appreciate that. I need more best friends.
Oh,
especially right now, lonely at home. Sure. I'm going to start off, by the way, I'm Justin Wilson. I'm from Georgia. I am the redneck, and I do realize that I have my sunglasses on, and that I'm a little bit overweight, but I'm okay with that. I came to town with a dream, and it got crushed, and then I had another dream, and it worked out, and I met one of my favorite voices, which is Randy Houser, and man, I hated this song when I wrote it, and it wound up being one of the best songs I've ever been a part of. So I really don't know anything about the music industry. It's all luck, and Randy Houser sang the hell out of this, and there's a lot of words on it, so I'm going to do my best. But it went to number one. It was my second number one I ever had. It's called We Went. Black Pontiac with a pocket of cash, foot on the gas, ready and throwing up, little dust like a pickup truck. Dust in the mud, but ain't nobody slowing us down right now. She said, I need a little something with some get up and go, and nobody knows how to get me going quite like you do, doing the things that you do. Wanna give this sleepy poor dumb town something to talk about. We went tail lights fading from some blue lights, chasing good a path through the corridor, County Road 44. Tore the fence, jumping the desk, felt so good. Didn't want it to end, so we went looking for a doubt just to kill some time with the heat cool off. Doing some dancing didn't take long, just a couple of songs. You know it's last call when the law comes walking in. So we went tail lights fading from some blue lights, chasing good a path through the corridor, County Road 44. Told my friends, jumping the desk, felt so good. Didn't want it to end, so we went rocking to the radio, fogging up the windows, headlights on in a spot nobody else knows. We went tail lights fading from some blue lights, chasing cut a path through the corner, County Road 44. It's kind of weird to hold this note out a long time like I usually do.
I think you
Will
go for it.
Go for it?
I think you go for it.
44! That's worth at least $1 on the tipping, right?
On a tip jar.
For friends, jumping in bed, felt so good, didn't want it to end. No. Black Pontiac with a pocket of cash, foot on the gas, ready and thawing up, little dust like a pickup truck. Dust in the mud, but ain't nobody slowing us down right now.
That's Justin Wilson, y'all. Georgia boy over there.
I like to have fun.
Guess we switch from the dogs to the Vols here, huh?
Go dogs.
Dogs and Vols. This is a song that I wrote with Gary Allen and James LeBlanc. It was my first single I ever had. And it's called Learning How to Bend. I'm still learning how to pray. I'm trying hard not to stray. I'm trying to see things your way. I'm still learning how to pray. Still learning how to trust. It is so hard for me to open up. I'd do anything for us. Still learning how to trust. Still learning how to be. I'll let you in a world full of tears. We're gonna conquer all our fears, yeah. Still learning how to fly. Oh, take you high. I'll be here to the end. I'll be your lover and your friend. I'm still learning how to be. Yeah. I'm just trying to understand. It's all in someone else's hands. There's always been a bigger plan. And I don't need to understand. Still learning how to be. Oh, I wanna let you in a world full of tears. We're gonna conquer all our fears, yeah. Still learning how to fly. I wanna take you high. I'll be here to the end. I'll be your lover and your friend. I'm still learning how to be. Still learning how to be. I wanna let you in a world full of tears. We're gonna conquer all our fears, yeah. I am still learning how to fly. I wanna take you high. I'll be here to the end. I'll be your lover and your friend. I'm still learning how to build it. I'll be here to the end. I'll be your lover and your friend. I'm still learning how to bend. I will be your lover and your friend. I'm still learning how to be.
How good is that, y'all? Thank you. Matt Warren, for those of you who are just joining us here on the Ride or Die portion of the show, we're not playing cover songs. These are songs that we wrote for other artists, and we appreciate the support for songwriters. I think that our Venmo and PayPal are up there. If anybody wants to like throw a tip and ask for a specific song or whatever, you never know. It could happen. You never know. Justin said something about if he got $1,000, his shirt would come off. Maybe it should be $1,000 to keep it on. I don't know what we.
Well, that's what I thought would be the 2,000 after that.
Oh, good.
Put it
I
back
got
on.
you. I got you.
That's what I thought.
I'm with you. Well, I'm going to kick off with a song. I wrote this with my friend Bridget Tatum, and I know Sean does a lot of work. Sean Silva does a lot of work with Jason Aldean. Become a good friend of the whole fam here. And I wrote this with Bridget several years ago. Bridget's from South Carolina, which she calls South Kakalaki. And she came in one day and she's like, "Hey man, I think she kind of talks like this. She goes, "There ain't enough songs for girls on the radio." And I said, "Well, let's write a song for girls." And she said, "Well, I got this idea started." And so she kind of played me this idea, and I'm like, "Man, this would be fun with a little bit of like a AC/DC kind of kick to it." And so we wrote this song and pitched it to Michael Knox, who's Jason's producer, and they put it on hold, ended up recording it. Came out, it was first single off his Wide Open record, and this ended up being the most played song on country radio in 2009. Little known fact about this song, that my mom's really proud of, I know. This was the most played country song in strip clubs in 2009. I had nothing to do with it, I don't know, but it is what it is. So anyway, this one's for all the country girls out there. She's a high little number in her pickup truck. Daddy's sweet money done jacked it up. She's a party all-nighter from South Carolina, a bad mama jammer from down in Alabama, a raging Cajun lunatic from Brunswick, juicy Georgia peach with a thick southern drawl, sexy swinging walk. Brother, she's all country. Shoot, from her cowboy boots to her down-home roots, she's country. From the song she plays to the prayer she prays, that's the way she was born and raised. Ain't afraid to stay country. Brother, she's country. They'll raise the sugar when the sun goes down. Mama taught her how to rip up the town. Honey dripping honey from the holler in Kentucky. She flipping kind of trippy like a Mississippi hippie. The Kansas princess, crazy mother trucker, undercover lover, thick southern drawl, sexy swinging wild. Brother, she's all country. Shoot, from her cowboy boots to her down home roots, she's country. From the song she plays to the prayer she prays, that's the way she was born and raised. Ain't afraid to stay country. Brother, she's country. She's country. From her cowboy boots to her down home roots, nothing but country. Yeah, she's country. Shoot, from her cowboy boots to her down home roots, she's country. From the song she plays to the prayer she prays, that's the way she was born and raised. Ain't afraid to stay country. Nothing but country. Oh yeah, that girl mama's all about the country. From the backwoods, she's a homegrown, down to the bone, she's country. Yes, she is.
Danny Myrick.
Thank you.
That boy can play guitar now.
Thank y'all very much. Come on, J-Dub, what you got, son?
Oh, I'm just playing the tune song.
We tune because we care.
Well, we'll get it close enough for country.
I don't understand. It was in tune when I bought it.
Man, I gotta say, I played a lot of rounds with both of y'all in a lot of different places, a lot of different venues. I think that might be the first time I've ever heard you absolutely go for it on that high note on She Country, and you nailed it.
Sometimes you just gotta be scared, you know what I mean? You inspire me when I play with you, man, because the way you sing.
Well, what I do hate is that I have to follow you, and then I get followed by you. So you really didn't do me a solid today. I will say this: when Danny asked me to do this with him, I was like, first of all, I was like, holy crap, Sean Silva, because my favorite song ever is Anything But Mine, and I'm pretty sure Sean shot the video for that, and I love that. Everything about that video just embodied that song. So I was like, heck yeah, first of all. And then second of all, I got asked a lot of times over the past probably 6-7 years maybe to make a recording of this song. And I never have, because I wrote it with a dear friend of mine, and he had a record deal, and when we wrote it, he put it on his record, and so I never had a need to make a recording of it for myself. And I consider this song to be the best song that I've ever been a part of personally, because every line in this song is true. We tried to write this song 4 different times and failed, and the 5th time we got back together, we decided that every line had to be true to my life or my co-writer's life. And once we did that, it just kind of fell out. And what it's called, it's called Life Ain't Fair. Sometimes people say this term, life ain't fair. And I got to thinking one day, what if it was fair? That'd be scary, because I wouldn't have any friends or family. First of all, I'd probably be dead or homeless if it really was fair. But thankfully, whether it be a good dog, a good friend, a good mom, a good grandparent, a dad, the Lord, a good spouse, somebody sticks with you eventually when they really shouldn't, and they pull you through. So this is what came out, and thank you, Danny, for giving me the opportunity to do this.
Absolutely.
For all the whiskey that I've drank, all the cigarettes and other things, I should be dead, but I ain't. It's a real good thing, life ain't fair. I've kissed a girl that wasn't mine, sat behind the wheel too drunk to drive, thought, what the hell, I don't care. It's a real good thing, life ain't fair. For somebody who ain't done a lot right, somebody who's rolled the wrong dice, shouldn't get to have such a blessed life like the one I do. Don't know what it is you see in me, you're the only reason I believe there's an answer to an unprayed prayer. It's a real good thing, life ain't fair. bottom make a man do crazy things. Yes, it does. Like stealing a file from the offering plate, or giving a girl more than she can bear. It's a real good thing, life ain't fair. For somebody who ain't done a lot right, somebody who's rolled the wrong dice, shouldn't get to have such a blessed life like the one I do. Don't know what it is you see in me, so the only reason I believe there's an answer to an unprayed prayer. It's a real good thing, life ain't fair. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know what it is you see in me, to the only reason I believe.
Yes.
There's an answer to an unprayed prayer. Don't know what I'd do if you weren't there, or who I'd be if you weren't here. It's a real good thing, life ain't fair.
Justin Wilson, y'all. What a song. It's real country music right there.
This is a song that it started out as a poem. I had written this song, or I'd written a poem, and I had a writing appointment one day with James Slater, my buddy James, and we finished the song with Skip Black, actually, and we finished it so fast that Skip was like, well, I think I'm just going to head on to the house and finish some work at the house, and James and I decided to go get some lunch. And we walked into the Chewy's on Broadway, and or in Midtown, I guess. And when we were walking in, I heard Billy Preston on the radio coming in, and then when I was leaving, I heard Randy Newman. And we got through eating lunch. We said, let's go back and try to write another song. And I said, man, we ought to write something that Randy Newman or Billy Preston would write. And he sat down at the piano, started playing some stuff, and he asked me if I had any ideas, and I pulled this out, and the rest is history. This is probably one of my favorite songs I've ever written. It's called Heartbreak Superstar.
I'm a heartbreak superstar. I was born in the back of my daddy's car on the night that he broke my mama's heart in Apalachicola. Now here I am playing my part. I've got my elbows propped up on the bar. I don't have a clue where I should start, but I want to get to know you. What can I say? Hey, what can I do? We ain't even met, but I'm in love with you. You're like the beat of a drum in the jungle, baby. Like when they hung Jesus on the cross to save me. I'm an honest politician. I am a southern boy I'm a bad love magician. I'm like a broken string on an old guitar. I'm a heartbreak superstar. Now I'm a little like herding cats. I'm old soul music. I am your favorite hat. I'm a high-head, city slick, and Navy brat. Don't you say that I never warned you. The sweetest guy you will ever meet is sitting right here with flip-flop feet. I got my toenails painted, but I ain't sweet. I am a Whistle Dixie rock and roller. What can I say? Hey, what can I do? We just met and I'm in love with you. You're like the beat of a drum in the jungle, baby. Like when they hung Jesus on the cross to save me. I'm an honest politician. I am a southern boy. I'm a bad love magician. I'm like cigarette smoke. I'm a wild card shot in the dark. Y'all, I am a heartbreak superstar. I have a hunch that you're the one. You bought me 3 double shots of banana rum. You quoted Jackie Chan from Cannonball Run. And you ran the Bulls in Barcelona. What can I say? Hey, what can I do? I love you. Baby, that's the truth. You're like the beat of a drum in the jungle, baby. Like when they hung Jesus on the cross to save me. I'm an honest politician. I am a southern boy. I'm a bad love magician. And I've been known to take things a little too far. Well, and just like my mama used to say, you can't be nothing, nothing but who you are. And I'm a heartbreak superstar. Oh, I am a heartbreak superstar, yeah, yeah. How you are what you are, yeah. And I'm a heartbreak, I am a heartbreak, yeah, heartbreak superstar. Oh, no, I'm a heartbreak superstar. Thank you.
It's good stuff. Thank y'all for hanging. We're going to do, I'm going to do one. We'll do one more time around. And what a great way to get some music out there to the people, man. It's awesome. We've been having people all over the country that had a bunch of shows, all our shows canceled, you know, and people wondering how they could hear music. And it's so awesome to have this opportunity to do it. I'm going to play a song that's relatively new. One of the things we get to do being vocational songwriters is that we get to write songs for new artists that come to town. And there's a guy named Trey Landon who moved here from Claxton, Georgia, another Georgia boy, and signed a deal with Warner Brothers Records. And when he first got to town, we started writing a little bit. We ended up writing this song just about, it was kind of inspired by, he had been to Georgia for the weekend and came home and had spent the whole weekend kind of hanging on his grandparents' front porch. And I told him it reminded me of when I was a kid growing up in South Mississippi. My grandparents lived in this little town called Soso, Mississippi. Pretty nothing town. And I just remember sitting on the front porch, you know, and shelling butter beans and that kind of thing and waving at the 2 cars that drove by all day on a Saturday. I don't know how many of you guys are from the country, but I just remember being like 14 and going like, God, if you just get me out of this godforsaken place, you know. And it's funny how the busier Nashville gets and the older I get, I find myself more and more wishing for just one of those all-day Saturdays on my grandparents' front porch. And so that's what we were talking about, and we ended up writing this song. It's called That's What Feeling Good Feels Like.
He said shelling butter beans.
Mm-hmm.
That's country.
This good butter beans. Sweet tea on a front porch, cool breeze. Wow, just completely lost words. You know the song? No. Here we go. Sweet tea on a front porch, cool breeze through a screen door, watching a red sun sink and a full moon rise. That's what feeling good feels like. Kicking back in my old boots, slow hands on a clock move. Ain't be Andy and Opie in black and white. That's what feeling good feels like. Sometimes it ain't the buzz from a bar on a Saturday night. Sometimes a back road windshield view is better than a high rise. Taking it slow, pulling me close, look in her eye. That's what feeling good feels like. A couple crickets and a cane pole, a summer firefly light show, Don Williams on the radio all night. That's what feeling good feels like. Sometimes it ain't the buzz from a bar on a Saturday night. Sometimes a back road windshield view is better than a high rise. Taking it slow, that pulling me close, look in her eye. That's what feeling good feels like. Yeah, sometimes it ain't the buzz from a bar on a Saturday night. Sometimes a back road windshield view is better than a high rise. Taking it slow, seeing forever in her pretty eyes. That's what feeling good feels like. Sweet tea on a front porch, cool breeze through a screen door, thanking the man upstairs for a simple life. That's what feeling good feels like. Thank you. Thank you, brother. You guys good if we do one more round? Get out of here. Come on, Jay.
Every time I hear that song, Trey's one of my really good friends, and every time I hear that song, immediately I just go right back to my hometown with my grandparents. I mean, every single time. Love that. Well, those of you that are watching online, I'm Justin Wilson, and my Instagram's at Justin Wilson Music, and please follow if you want to. If you want to. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank y'all for having me, Danny. And
good to have you, man. You killed it.
I appreciate you asking me to come out here, Sean, and the whole crew that's part of all this. Y'all can't see this, but there's a shit ton of cameras around us. I don't know if I could say that. Sorry. There's a lot of cameras around us, and it adds a lot more weight, I swear. This song is pretty special to me. It's the first time I ever met this guy and ever wrote with this guy. His name's Mitchell Tenpenny, who I consider to be one of the most talented people I've ever met in my life. He can outplay any instrument better than most people, and he can outsing me, and he's driven, and he can write. He's just one talented dude, and we got together and wrote, me, him, and Jordan Schmidt, who helped co-produce the album with Mitchell, and this actually is on the brink, almost there, but it's about to be my first triple platinum song that I've ever had in my life, and wound up being a #1 for me, and it's called Drunk Me, and hopefully I can do it a little bit of justice. Y'all please go check out Mitchell Tenpenny. If you don't know him, go check him out. You'll love him. He's got a new song coming out called Broken Up About It. So this is Drunk Me. Some people don't know when to quit. That's why they quit. Some need to hit the bottom, know they got a problem, can't handle it. That ain't why I started cleaning up my life. I wish it was, but ooh, that would be a lie. I've been sober, 'cause there ain't no hangover like you, girl. No, no, no. Can you come over? Always find those words at the bottom of a honeyproof. Yeah. Every time you do, I just end up head all messed up like the sheets where we made love. I've been sober since you broke my heart in two. 'Cause drunk me can't get over you. No, 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 no. All them bottles sitting up on the shelf are just salt on the wound. One sip and I'm picking up the phone, trying not to go home without you. That ain't nothing but a whole lot of pain. That kind of hurt, ooh, hurts. It ain't worth another drink. I've been sober, 'cause there ain't no hangover like you, girl. No, no, no. Can you come over? Always find those words at the bottom of a honeyproof. Yeah. Every time you do, I just end up head all messed up like sheets where we made love. Been sober since you broke my heart in two. 'Cause drunk me can't get over you. No, whoa. No, no, no. I've been sober, 'cause there ain't no hangover like you, girl. No, no, no. Can you come over? Always find those words at the bottom of a honeyproof. Yeah. Every time you do, I just end up head all messed up like sheets where we made love. I've been sober since you broke my heart in two. I've been sober since you broke my heart in two. I've been sober since you broke my heart in two. 'Cause drunk me can't get over you. No. No, no, no.
Boy can sing. I can't wait till you make a record. I know you're working on a project, but I can't wait till you make a record too, just of your hits, your versions of them, man. It's such a great
Hey,
singer.
you know what? Somebody wants to throw in some Venmo money.
We'll make it happen.
Pitch in for the record. Come
Absolutely.
Speaking of sober, I got sober 16 months ago, went to rehab
Yeah, you
and
did.
kind of
Yeah.
changed
Yeah,
my
you did.
life. And thank you. And it's funny how songs that, a lot of the songs I wrote in the past are now have a new meaning. And this is one of those songs. I wrote this one with Gary Allen and Hillary Lindsey. And this was my first number one. And it's called Every Storm Runs Out of Rain. So you're standing in the middle of the
thunder and lightning. I know you're feeling like you just can't win, but you're trying. It's hard to keep on keeping on when you're being pushed around. Don't even know which way's up. You just keep spinning down, down. Every storm runs out of rain, just like every dark night turns into day. Every heartache, it will fade away, like every storm runs out of rain. So hold your head up and tell yourself that there is something more, and walk out the door. Go find a new rose, don't you be afraid of the thorns, 'cause we all have thorns. Just put your feet up to the edge, put your face in the wind, and when you fall back down, you can't remember it. Every storm runs out of rain, just like every dark night turns into day. Every heartache that will fade away. Every storm runs out of rain. Run out of pain. It's gonna run out of steam. It's gonna leave you alone. It's gonna set you free. Set you free. Every storm runs out in the rain, just like every dark night turns into day. Every heartache, it will fade away, like every storm runs out of rain. It's gonna run out of pain. Set you free.
Y'all enjoyed Matt Warren tonight.
Thank you very much.
Man.
Danny, thank you for asking me to come and do this.
Man, thank you guys so much for coming and showing off for these great fans here and for the people out on Facebook.
It's nice to have a crowd for once in a while.
Right?
We appreciate it.
Man, I remember the first time years ago, and I guess I was probably 19, the first time I went to the Bluebird Cafe and watching these songwriters get up there and play these hits they had written. And I just remember sitting there going, man, if I could ever be lucky enough to get to do that for a living, that's kind of all I dreamed of. And every time I get up and play shows with guys like this that make me want to write better songs, I'm just super, super grateful I get to do this. So all of you out there that support songwriters. We appreciate it more than you know. And Sean Silva, I know, is a huge fan of songwriters, and thank you very much, brother. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Sean.
Well, I'm gonna close with this one. I wrote for several years with this band called Low Cash, and they kept putting songs out and touring and just doing their thing, and they'd get up to 49, 48 on the chart, and they'd just go away. And we were in the middle of actually the last election, to bring up good memories. We were in the middle of the last election, and just every day was so contentious and divisive. And I just remember this song was kind of going up the charts little by little. And what hit me about it is, man, living in this country and writing songs for a living. I remember we played somewhere the night before the election. I said, you know what, man, I'm gonna wake up in the morning. I don't care who wins. What I know is I get to write songs for a living. I live in the greatest country in the world, and I'm just grateful to get to do this. And I still am humbled that I get to do it and get to do it with guys like this. And so thank you all for hanging tonight. We're going to close with this song Low Cash had out a couple of years ago. And this is my shout out to small town America. It goes like this. I love my boots broken, I love my camo hat. Don't mind a little paint on my jeans, yeah, I roll like that. I love driving my truck across a railroad track. If you hit it too quick, it'll hit you right back. I love a fresh cut field on a first frost dawn. How it shines like gold when the sun turns on. I love the sound of them wheels, my baby singing along when Boys of Summer comes on. I love my small town world, I love a country girl, I love a Friday night. Man, I love this life, the sound of an old dirt road rolling through my mind. Man, I love this life, yes I do. I love that county line bar where they all know my drink. The way she throws her hands up when that cover band plays. I love the taste of her lips when she's been sipping that wine. I still get drunk on her every time, yeah. I love my small town world, I love a country girl, I love a Friday night. Man, I love this life, the sound of an old dirt road rolling through my mind. Man, I love this life. Help us sing. Whoa, whoa, I love this life. Whoa, whoa, yeah, I love this life. I love that ragged old barn that my grandpa made. It was my whole world back in my innocent days. I love that little white church out on 109. It's where I hit my knees and I thank the Lord for the songwriter life of mine. I love my small town world, I love a country girl, I love a Friday night. Man, I love this life, the sound of an old dirt road rolling through my mind. Man, I love this life. Come on, y'all. Whoa, whoa, I love this life. Whoa, whoa, yeah, I love this life. I love this life, yeah, yeah.
Danny Myrick, y'all.
How about it for Justin Wilson over there, everybody? My buddy Matt Warren. Live from the Glass House. Thank you all so much. Sean, I'm sure has a couple of closing words. Sean Silva? Yeah. Come on, son. All right.
Hey, just before we sign off, just want to say thank you to you guys. You guys
Dude, that was
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing. You guys are amazing. And Danny, you're right. I mean, I love songwriters. We want to do anything we can do to support songwriters. You know, I'm in it. I'm all about it. So Danny's like family to us. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Share this stuff. We'll keep it posted, and let's keep people coming in here. This is fun.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Thanks,
awesome.
brother.
Thank you all so much. Thank you.